right. Welcome back to Masturbate.
Masturbate, yes, sir.
How are you guys feeling there?
I am outstanding, sir. Having a good time.
Are you
doing pretty
heated
good.
up? Jed, are you ready to bring the thunder here?
I am.
Yeah, Jed's gone today, isn't he?
I'm a boiling tea kettle right now, man.
I'm not ready to go.
You're not. What do
No.
you need to get you juiced up,
I don't know.
partner?
I think I need to get something off my mind.
Oh, shit.
Wait, what's on your
going on?
mind?
I don't know, guys. Life's been a little bit tense lately.
Oh, man. Tell us about it.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm totally fucking kidding.
Oh.
That was,
Okay.
things are okay. I would
Oh.
say mediocre.
He's fucking leading us
What
on.
what a turn of
kind of
events.
mediocre. Things are kind of, there's nobody cares about like a average.
Sized penis?
Middle-
4.5 inches.
middle of the
this
road.
guy-
That
is-
depends
is-
on how you use it, bub.
I guess. This guy's all about the motion of the ocean.
Motion of the ocean. No, but I have an average life, I would say, of humans.
Well, that's all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, but there's nothing.
He's saying
that
middle of
comes
the
out
road
like-
is very, very just boring. He's vanilla.
Yeah, there's nothing fun to talk about. Like, oh, I was sick last week, some stomach bug. That sucked, actually.
So you're just saying adulting sucks.
Adulting fucking sucks. It's like you're completely dominated by tasks. Have you noticed that?
Yeah,
The
it
to-do
seems
list.
to never stop.
The dreaded to-do list.
It's like never. Oh, I got to do this for work. I got to do that for work. I got to do this with the kids. I got to do that for the wife. I got to do that. Nothing. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining because
as he complains.
I absolutely love my wife and my kids. They're, that's my life.
Apple of your eye.
Yeah, love them. Love them to death.
This guy needs a screaming pillow. Y'all have a screaming pillow?
Screaming pillow.
Just fucking bury your face in it, man, and let
I
her
know.
rip.
Or
Well,
an
that's
unfinished basement to go down and do like whisper yelling in.
What
Yeah,
happened?
frankly, it's not about the family. It's about the being in your 40s. I mean,
You're not
you
familiar
guys
with the whisper yell, huh?
I have
The
no idea. What
whisper
do
yell?
you go into a
What the
basement
hell
and
are
you
you
whisper
even talking
yell?
about?
Yeah, you have the unfinished basement. You go downstairs and you do that. You want to scream, but you have to say everything real quiet so the house doesn't hear you. But you're animated like you're yelling. That's whisper yelling.
I'm actually proud of him because he explained his hand motions just now. Normally, he just
I
has
just do
hand
it.
motions
Yeah. Right.
and
I deny
expects
the audience.
our audience of listeners to understand what that means with the fucking hand motions. But no, so I'm proud of you. Good job, man.
That was riveting.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, no. God damn it.
Pause for the call. Oh, we caught it.
Okay, good.
He wants a face
All
ID.
right. All right, what was the last thing we were saying?
Last
We're
thing we were
talking
saying
about.
we were talking
Jed
about
was-
my animated hand
He was
movements.
using animated. So yes,
Oh, yeah, I said-
he was describing. He's describing what you
What I was doing.
His life actually. I think he goes home every day and like screams in his basement.
You
to his
whisper scream.
apartment basement.
Whisper
and he
yelling.
Whisper
You
yells.
whisper yell
Whisper
in
yelling.
your unfinished basement or
I don't
somebody
have an
else's?
unfinished basement. I'm saying most people that have like a house, if you want a space to go, or if you don't have a screen pillow, is you go down in your unfinished basement and you whisper yell.
It's basically what he does instead of what us old people would call going postal.
Oh, that's a good move.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought it was more describing his like sex, like when he's having an orgasm.
I whisper yell.
He's like,
Oh my
Like, that's-
god! Oh, why did you put that in my mind, man? Come on.
And that's just not true,
It's
man. They hear me on the moon.
It's not even close to Christmas.
Well, we're halfway there.
Yeah, I don't think so, man. Jeez.
All right. Well, I apologize, but it's time to go hard. All right, fellas. This week, the debate category is going to be plumbing etiquette and hygiene.
Plumbing etiquette and hygiene.
And hygiene.
And hygiene.
Okay.
As in, like, plumbing for your, like, personal plumbing?
I can't answer that yet.
You
You
can't
gotta
answer
take it
okay.
what it is. You gotta take it
All
for
right.
what it is.
Okay. All right.
Because
Personal
it could
hygiene.
be, there could be some depth there. It could mean
plumbing
multiple
and
things at
personal
once.
This is true.
hygiene. Okay.
Now, we, before the show, we predetermined that Kraig is going to get to choose between going first or last or choosing the topic. The side he will, how uncouth this
Yeah.
guy.
That,
Does
Very
that answer your
gentlemanly of
question,
you.
sir?
No,
Not really,
I need
no.
a verbal response.
Okay, so I'm going to go topic.
he's going
You're
top.
going topic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not, too many times on this show, people get all, oh, supposed to do? I gotta play some defense. I just gonna go time and choose the last time. No, that's not me, bro. I'm going topic.
He's going topic.
That's how, confident I am in this topic.
Which leaves the choice of time to me.
That's right. Jed, what would you like to do? Would you like to go first or last in your opening statement?
I think I'm going to go last in my opening statement.
So that means Kraig is going to get to start.
Shocking. He wants a little bit of time to think about it.
All right.
Because he can't hack it.
Nah, man. My strength is in the counterpunch.
Your strength is in your limp dick. That's about as much strength as you have, brother. A limp, tiny little middle-aged white man penis.
Lord,
I've had no complaints in my life about length or hardness, so you're talking shit.
Well, I know your hand doesn't talk back very much, but...
Well, then why has he got that face painted on it? That's not just for us.
Yeah, he does. He talks. He's got
The point in my hand is rude.
He's done one of those things where he's tattooed a mustache on the inside of his knuckle, so that
This man doesn't know me at all.
That's just he shaved the hair
so
around it, so it
sucking
looks like
dick,
a mustache.
he gets a little laughter out of that.
It gives him a little French accent.
Yeah.
Oh, my Mr. Jed, great to see you again tonight.
Okay.
All right. Sorry.
Okay.
I digress.
There, yeah.
So, Kraig, you are going to be choosing between hold it in or let it go.
I'm going to choose let it go, Bob.
All right. So, you are going to be debating the side of go ahead and pee in the shower. It's socially acceptable to just let her go. Jed, you got to defend holding it in. Got it?
I got it.
Kraig, your minute and a half starts now.
All right, so here's the thing, guys. This is completely natural that everyone does. And it's actually, I think, somewhat hygienic, too. You peeing in the shower, I think, is actually more hygienic than peeing in a toilet because you don't spray things different places. I don't know about many of you guys, but especially my fucking middle-aged dick sometimes does not pee in straight streams. This is especially true after having sex. Now, in that case, sometimes you get a little pee on the, seat or maybe a little bit on the floor. That's no bueno, right? We don't want that. So it's even sometimes, I think it's better to pee in the shower. It just washes right down the drain right there, and then you can soap up right after. It's way cleaner. It's way, disposes of the urine properly. It's an amazing thing. And anybody who would hold it instead of peeing in the shower is fucking a maniac. Why would you even do that, First of all, you could pee first, but no, you're gonna hold it like this dipshit over here sitting next to me named Jed Kraig. Fucking, he's definitely a guy who holds it and he sits while he pees. Those are the two things that I would say are pretty relevant with this guy.
All right. Well done. Very compelling.
Interesting.
Yeah,
he makes an interesting angle on that
way
one.
to go.
I always do.
Jed, your argument starts now.
Kraig would have everybody think that, you just need to be a free spirit. By all means, piss in the shower. Why not? He says it's hygienic. I mean, that is just a load of shit. I mean, yes, when you pee in a toilet, there is the splash zone. But when you piss in the shower is the splash zone. You're covering the entire third lower end of your shower in urine, my friend. I mean, one of the markers of civilization is the fact that we have the indoor toilet. We set aside a space because civilized people just don't walk around pissing all willy-nilly whenever they feel like it. Or because, there's warm water, so now, I just can't hold it in. The smart people, what they do is when you're testing the water, getting it figured out in the beginning, there's a reason why the toilet's right next to the shower, because you hit that hand and you just relieve yourself. And then when you get in the little bit that the heat causes, you can hold it in because you were fucking smart and you got rid of most of it before you even got in the fucking shower because you're an adult and adults understand warm water makes you piss. That's why it's a fun joke to people doing when they're sleeping. The warm water. You know what's going to happen. Fucking plan ahead, man. Don't just go in there and be like, shit, what the fuck? I'm just going to piss all over where other people have to clean themselves. God damn it, man. You have a pattern. Farting in public, pissing in showers. What the fuck is up with you, man?
All right. Stop there. My goodness.
Dear Lord, that argument is lame.
Well, it's, hey.
That argument was spot on.
I fell asleep during that shit.
It was a fucking testament for civilized man.
All right, gentlemen, order. My God, this is a court of law. I mean, it's not. So actually, it's an attic. So just do whatever you want.
A court of dipshits, more likely.
That's true. It's a ship of fools up here. Now listen, we're gonna go into the balls to the wall question and answer section now. You're each going to get 3 minutes to ask each other some questions, kind of delve deeper and figure out if you can unlock the other person's argument and then tear it to the ground. And since, Kraig, you started that last one with your first opening statement, Jed, you are going to start your question and answer section now.
Let me ask you something, Kraig. Were you born in a barn? Maybe the hills of West Virginia? How could you be so just scandalous
as to piss
in the shower?
Jackson, Tennessee, in a hospital, sir.
All right, cool. That fits.
In a hospital, sir. Oh, you have something against people of the South?
Well, I mean, what is it that makes
He's
you
a
think?
Prejudiced Northerner is what he is.
Well, I was born
Fucking
south
Yank.
of the Ohio River, so I mean, I'm Southern light. I'm a Kentuckian.
So what the hell are you even talking about?
Well, no, I asked you if you were born in.
You're
you
making
know,
funny because Tennessee and you were born in Kentucky. Like that's a fucking somehow a step.
I'm
up?
the one fucking asking questions here. You can just wait for them to answer them. But man, I mean, you're just gonna urinate in the shower, really?
Yeah,
that is
I
your
said that.
bodily waste. You're just gonna
What's your
spray your bodily waste all over the same place that you
No,
wash
I
up.
don't spray it all over. There's a drain there.
Yeah, but I mean, we've already
And-
established that the whole shower is a fucking splash zone when you're pissing and hitting the floor.
Have we established that?
Yeah.
When was that
That
established?
is fucking physics, dude.
It's physics?
When a liquid hits a hard surface, it splashes, and there's nothing to stop that splash from fucking hitting the wall.
So you
are
think-
you down there? Are you just like, do you kneel down and like get your dick right down on the drain and pee that way? Is that what you're saying you do?
I don't know what you're trying to imply, sir.
I'm implying you're pissing all over your shower because that's what
No,
you're doing.
At most, piss down my leg a little.
Oh, and that's an improvement over using a toilet
Sure,
like a
when
civilized
you
man.
got soap and water right there. I mean, there's water running down your body. I don't know how you shower, but there's typically water running down your body, and then it goes off into the drain. So
what's your tactic then for when you know?
I'm not like spraying
when
my
you're
piss
all-
all over
you're
the
all
fucking
lathered
curtain
up.
and shit, writing my name and
You're in your
cursing.
40s. You're in
Dude,
your
come on.
40s, so your hair's falling out, so that
I don't
drain
know how
catches
you
all that
pee.
hair, and the water starts to back up. So now you're pissing in the shower. Water's backed up. You're standing in piss water. You're really going to do that? You're going to stand in piss water?
That's never happened to me, sir. I've never stood in piss water. That's never been a problem.
Well, how do you avoid it? Pissing in the shower. I mean, everybody
Because
gets that collection of hair
my
that backs it up.
drains are clean.
You get that little
man.
2 inch and a half of water that
You
collects
don't-
because the drain
I don't know
can't
what's
keep
wrong
up.
with your drain, man. It sounds like you need a plumber because the water goes down the fucking drain.
Yeah,
bro.
but I'm
That's where it
saying when you
goes.
take a shower, and I've taken showers in plenty of people's different places. I mean, I've many showers in my
He's
life.
taking a
There is
shower with
always-
plenty of men.
There
You're
is
right.
always that moment where there's a bit of water backup, and you're going to piss down into that water backup and be standing in
I
urine.
get it. You take a lot of showers with hairy men, and
You're
so
not
I could
answering
see
the fucking question.
that there'd be lots of.
How do you justify standing
I'm
in
trying
piss
to
water?
answer a question. If I could see that you obviously take showers with lots of hairy men, so
We gotta
Clearly,
leave it
and
there.
that's
This
what
man-
We gotta
clogs
leave it
the
there.
toilet. But I don't
Clearly,
have
he's
that
just
problem.
evading. He's evading all the questions. This
Listen,
man's
the,
giving no
the
answers.
records are going to show it all the way up until you shower with a lot of hairy men. The rest after that, unfortunately, is not admissible. All right. Kraig, are you ready for
Oh,
your balls
I
to
was
the wall
fucking
question
born ready,
and answer?
bro.
All right. Then your 3 minutes starts now.
So how many hairy men have you showered with,
None.
Jedediah?
I am a hairy man, so I guess the number is always at least one myself.
So you have how long have you had a sexual relationship with yourself?
Oh, I don't know. I think every man's sexual relationship with himself starts in his early teens. It was the first time you masturbated. That's the start of your sexual relationship with yourself. And goddamn it, you're not going to make me feel embarrassed about something that's just natural and should be done daily for the health of your prostate.
So thank you.
Ooh.
So you're saying that it's fine to masturbate in the shower, but you're okay with
It's a matter
You're
of
not
volume.
okay with
all right?
peeing
I'm
in the
not
shower,
fucking.
huh?
I'm
So
not
you think
ejaculating
we should-
liters of fucking cum all over the place. It's a very small amount. It's a manageable amount. You're over there. You're
Sounds
voiding
like
your bladders
teaspoon.
into the shower.
Ladies and gentlemen, it sounds like he has some issues.
I mean, it's enough to make her
some
choke a little bit,
middle-aged
but-
man
Oh my God.
issues if it's just a little tiny amount. Little baby.
No.
TT.
See, now
Little
volume.
baby TT. of
Volume definitely has a fucking factor to play here. All right, you're sitting over there pissing out all the last night's beer all over the inside
I'm the one
of your fucking
reclaiming
shower.
my time. Reclaiming my time.
What? I'm answering your questions.
You're not
I'm doing
answering
more
my
answering
question.
than you did.
You're not answering nothing, sir. I have a question for you. What do you have against people and nature and
I don't have
showers and
anything-
cleanliness?
Oh, first of all, I
What do you
think
have
I am a
against
far
that?
better advocate of the cleanliness of showers, seeing as how I'm the one that's not arguing for pissing all over the
You're
inside
not
of your
answering the
shower.
question.
I
You're
am
deflecting to me. Why are you so against hygiene?
I'm not against hygiene. That's why I'm against pissing in the shower.
So clearly you...
What's next? Are you going to shit in the shower too? Where's the line, man?
You're not
gonna just do
answering.
one, but not the
Reclaiming
other?
my time. This guy continues to fuck with my questioning, sir. I would like a little bit of interference from our so-called moderator. But this guy over
You
here,
hear that, dude? He so called you a moderator.
who can't keep track of the timer,
Well,
the timer keeps shutting off. I can't see my time.
You've got
You could
30
just
seconds.
debate.
I think
is
you
this?
run out of questions because you're not fucking asking any. If you really were worried about your questions, they'd be fucking flying out quick.
Where do you pee? Have you ever peed outside at a tree?
Yeah, but a tree is not a shower.
And so does the tree splash? Do you get piss splashed up on you?
Not if you stand at the appropriate distance from the tree.
Oh, but why does it do that in the shower, Jed? In your
I'm not
fucking
talking about- I mean,
testimony.
You know, the
Clearly
piss,
you're
the piss
having some
bouncing
issues.
back on you is
If-
just an added bonus.
I mean,
It's
I don't.
the shower itself
you're-
that's getting urinated on.
You must have the fucking stream of a water pressure if you think that fucking
You know, pissing's dirty. That's why you have urinal cakes. All right. Do you want all your friends to come over and be like, "Hey, everybody, let's all go piss in the shower"?
All
You're
right,
not gonna
gentlemen,
do it.
that's enough. All right. Very heavy stuff. What can I say? I'm going to go ahead and award the BPM Spurt of Brilliance
Oh,
before we
shit.
get into the final
Okay. All right.
closing statements here. I'm going to give it to both of you. Craig, I'm going to give it to you.
All right,
BPM
all right.
Spurt of Brilliance number 1, somehow roping me into this and making me a part of the debate. I thought that was a very genius move. It was a way to deflect and a real creative way to not answer the question of, do you shit in the shower? I totally bypassed it. I don't think he ever actually gave a solid answer on that.
No, he was
A
avoiding.
solid
This is so
answer.
weird.
Just
Right.
avoiding.
But so let's leave that out there. It's like the ending of Sopranos. We're gonna let the people decide whether or not Craig shits in the shower or not. Jed, I'm giving it to you for coming up with and if you don't trademark the term splash zone, meaning the area in the bathtub where the piss hits, if you don't put your dick against the drain, I think that was another spurt of brilliance.
Oh, well, thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
I don't think so. That's bullshit.
All right. Okay, well, let's
getting
see
heated.
how this gets summed up here, gentlemen. So we're going to go into the closing arguments. Craig, you're going to get to start your last minute now.
So here's the thing, guys. I think we've all peed in the shower. I think there's nothing wrong with that. I think, everyone listening has peed in the shower at some point. There's something refreshing about it, something liberating about it. And I think, most people have absolutely no problem with it. And we don't need hygiene Nazis like Jedediah Craig coming in here and attacking us and who we are and what we want to do, what we believe. Frankly, we can pee in the shower if we want. There's no laws against that. He couldn't tell you a damn law. He might try to. He might sit there and try to spin something. But ask yourselves, are there any laws against peeing in the shower? Why not? Huh? Why is there no laws against peeing in the shower? Not a problem at all. You can do that. This guy just wants to Elon Musk you and make you do things you don't want to do and fire his own penis. Even
All right.
he would do that.
That's
That is
your
just
minute.
that's a
Hold on.
baseless, scandalous.
Ho, ho, ho,
Hey,
ho,
assertion.
hey,
ho, ho,
hey,
ho,
hey!
ho.
Come on.
You're gonna get a minute.
I see. He's fucking a lying, cheating piece of shit.
He's
And I think he should have points deducted for his interference there.
well, that'll be for the people to decide in the comments. But Jed, your final minute starts now.
All right, folks. We all know the people that habitually pee in the shower. We know who they are the second we walk in there to use their bathroom facilities the proper way, which is to do our business in the toilet, like a civilized man would. They're the ones who
Bet you their toilets are spotless.
down around the drain in the corners, and that just kind of that front facing, there seems to be this weird yellow tint to everything that you can't quite put your finger on at first until you smell that smell of old stale urine that just wafts through the air.
What is he even talking about?
Pissing in the shower it's just a disgusting habit. We all know this. We're taught this as children. We learn at the same time we learn not to shit in the bathtub when we're taking a bath. It's just something you don't do. You use the bathroom, the toilet. You don't use the bath for the shitting part. You don't use the shower for the pissing part. You use the toilet. Now, as we've discussed.
You're out of time, my friend.
Shit. I didn't even see it run
No,
down.
you were on a
Whoa.
roll. I could tell this guy was so deep in his soul and his fucking real
He could have
commitments.
gone on for tens of minutes.
If you'd have asked him, it'd have gone all night. But
It takes time to explain civilization to somebody, I guess.
Well, you only had a minute and you failed miserably. You fucking garbage
No, I think
piece of shit.
I covered the main parts, I think.
I was going to ask, how do you think you did? But I know how you think he did.
Like covering a serial killer with a wet paper bag. Yeah, real secure.
What?
That is just the oddest thing
That
I've
is
ever
a
heard
fucking
said.
bizarre
That's like
analogy.
that's so non sequitur. Other non sequiturs look like and go like, what the fuck are you talking about?
This shit is spiraling into madness. Craig, how do you think you did?
I fucking 9.5 out of 10.
9.5
I
out
could
of 10?
have
I give him a solid 3.2
improved
maybe.
a little bit.
Where do you think your area of opportunity was?
My area of opportunity. This is a new line of questioning.
No, I'm just wondering. You didn't give yourself a 10, which is very unlike
so
you.
That is
I
true.
want to know where that 0.5 went.
I think I
Humility? Or?
I think I could have brought
probably
up
does
more
shit in his
that this
bath 'cause
guy's
he
a
thinks it
huge
doesn't stink.
fucking dipshit, piece of shit, and I should have probably incorporated that a little bit more into my debate.
I don't disagree. I don't think you could have driven that
says
point
the
home
guy
more.
that is telling our audience to urinate in their shower.
He's
And he
still
calls me
debating.
the
He's
dirty
still
one.
debating, sir.
Well, you're the one attacking
He's still
my character.
debating.
That's
I'm
fucking
allowed to
debating.
attack your character after the fact.
Yeah, I said you're a dirty
I'm
piece
not
of shit.
debating you.
Oh my goodness, this might need a sequel.
It may.
We might have to follow up on the pissing in the shower debate, folks. Never had this much fervor at the end of one of these. But let me just tell you, the only thing I want to end
Goddamn
on
piss Nazi.
is that you Freudianly said piss in the sink once. I know what you do at 1:30
I did
in the
not
morning.
say
He probably
no.
tips. He's the one that tips the dishes to the side.
That is a bold-faced lie, sir. I mean, I have.
There's no ends. No
peed in the
ends to this
sink,
man's
but it
depravity.
wasn't my
Yes!
sink. that I
We've
peed in.
established a pattern with him, and he is
Jesus
proud
Christ.
of this pattern.
I'm sure everyone in this room has peed in the sink at some point.
Well, this
Yeah.
is starting to get a little personal. We're going to go ahead and let you guys check out the comments section. Let us know who you think won. And, hey, like always, please like, subscribe, and share this video. Bye.
Laters.
Woo.